Perfect. So, last time in the game, whatever you want to give its name, you guys got your mission, which I misspelled in my book because I must have been that goddamn tired. Lamb had talked to a water elemental, guided it into the city, kind of, and it gave him potentially something. Maybe a blessing, maybe water herpes. Who knows? Either way, it did something to him.
Come on, water herpes.
And then Kajada.
Good job.
Just refer to yourself in the third person. Good job.
No, I meant to say Octominos and I said Kajada.
Kajada?
Octominos went off with the water elemental, probably to send him back home. Anyway, then the party had decided to go on their adventure, on their quest, and then also, when their quest was complete, they would get the location of a dungeon, which has... they actually have no idea. Just, it's an ancient dungeon that hasn't been explored. So, the party went on their way, and for a little bit of a while there, nothing happened for a few days. But then one day, Avina decided to use her dice. And she rolled a get item. And she acquired the ring that is the signet ring, more or less, for the fourth in line to the Dwarven throne. She has something on her person that could be a big ransom, or it could also cause her to die. Or it could also just be intelligently dealt with, and yeah. Either way, she has
Send
that
it back
right.
via anonymous carrier pigeon.
Right. Maybe. Tell the carrier pigeon goes the wrong way.
I'm fly south for the winter.
But then we go and talk to them and get a quest to get it back and go find the fucking bird.
That's true. That could be a thing. Anyway, after all that, then you guys got attacked by some hobgoblins, whom you decimated. And you guys were going to continue on your way. I know some were injured. Not to death, per se.
Nah, but I did heal people up as much as I could, depending on how far along we are. I mean, how many days are we from the town?
Well, that was, what did I say, day 6?
Yeah,
Something
you
like
got
that.
attacked,
day 6, yeah.
and it's a 2-week journey.
Okay, well, I would have time to fully heal us and rest by the time that we got there. So.
We don't have time for 2 weeks of filler.
We're not doing 2 weeks of filler.
Oh.
Alright, so, day 7. Anyone want to do anything? No? I'll make
More
it easy.
healing would be nice.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
But basically, I'll heal as much as I can throughout the journey, just as a given, until we get there. Until most, except for probably maybe Jared, would be fully healed, because I heal him at half, so I don't know how long it would take to heal
Well, I
him,
mean, we
but-
also heal from sleep, which is
Yeah.
what, your level?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Character level specifically, not class.
So-
of course.
So we should still be fine. We should
Admin
all
is
be
going to
fully
talk to
healed
Zephyr.
by the time we get there.
So, day 8, 9, and 10. Does anyone wish to do anything?
I mean, eat.
Probably
Other
still talk to
basic
that
stuff
Zephyr.
now.
Eating, sleeping, healing, and general banter is all a given.
I cast Summon Horse, a spell I don't even know. I think that spell is
Hey.
actually called Mount.
Hey, Alphonse is amazing.
I'm giving you guys a chance if you want to find apothecary items, if you want to find spot to keep in mind for mining for gold, or panning for gold, or whatever. This is a
I forgot
chance
to buy a
if
pickaxe.
there's something in your head.
I'm gonna go hunt.
Don't worry, we can use Noah as a pickaxe.
It's time for dinner.
I guess I could
Actually, we might be able to use Jared as a pickaxe.
I guess I could like
Wow.
write down I could write down like on the map that we've got like any notable things that we may see.
I'm gonna be looking for straight sticks that I could be able to carve into disposable javelins.
I guess look for like any places that might be like good to set up like a quote unquote base, stuff like that, just generalized stuff like.
Alright. If you're searching for something, roll a search check for me.
Okay.
If you're hunting like Tate, you're gonna need to roll like tracking.
Profession hunter.
Or profession hunter works.
I'm just going to do like spot checks if that's okay, because I'm just basically like just looking out like as I go along if I spot anything that might be interesting.
Yep, go ahead. Lamb, what did you get?
I got a 15. I'm doing a search for just wild vegetables and stuff like that.
On a roll of a 15, you came across some wild turnips.
Yeah.
If you take them out and keep the ones that are going to be good, put down you have 5 wild turnips.
Yay. We might be able to keep the other one for seeds? I don't know. I don't know how turnip seeds work.
I don't know how turnips work.
You can write down that you have in total 7 turnips then. 5 are actually edible, the others are prematurely pulled out. Tate, what did you get?
8.
8 profession hunting to do what exactly?
Just hunting for any animal. I'm not too sure. I'm looking up right now. Trying to find it.
You see a squirrel in a tree.
I'm surprised he saw that with an 8.
Not worth it.
And that's what you get with an 8, is a single squirrel. Sorry.
I'm surprised he got that with an 8.
An 8 isn't technically horrible. It's just not great. Jared, were you doing anything?
Not particular, but if we ever camp near enough source of water, I'll probably try and cook up some stuff.
Okay. Noah?
26.
To do what?
Searching for wood that I could use for javelins. Disposable ones.
You do see plenty of trees with plenty of branches that you think look fair enough. They're not going to be your prime kind of spear, but you figure you could probably, add something to the end of it and make it at the minimum a one-time spear use, if not a couple-time use before the stick would break.
Okay.
If you want to jot down how many sticks on that roll, you would find 5. So you have 5 spear handles, I guess you could say. And Amois, what were you looking for and doing?
Well, I probably rolled my only 20 today, but 28 for spotting just any notable items to mark down on the map as we go along. Like, maybe possibly a place where we could, like, set up, a quote-unquote shop, like, piece of land for sale or something, like, or a good spot to, like, build something like that.
In a sense, everywhere, because you're out in the wilderness, but in another sense, You do spot what appears to be a old pathway that is no longer used. You think that's
that
notable?
Okay, I'll just jot that down. Okay, I'll actually jot that down. Path between, what city and what
Just
city?
into the woods. So maybe there's some sort of old village in the woods that's abandoned. Maybe there's a abandoned mine that was once being picked for whatever resource.
I was just thinking for like later reference, like, is there any more detail that I'd probably need to write down?
No, just that it's a pathway
Okay.
leading to unknown destination.
Okay. I was like between which two cities again? Sorry about that. I figured that might be important as well, or maybe not.
Between Dernitch and Ortuk. So your prime city and then the city or town that you're going to.
Okay, I probably spelled both wrong, but it's close enough. Ortuk and Dornetch. Enough to where I could read it.
Okay, with that then, Kelb, was there anything you were going to do or no?
Nope.
Alright, with that then, you guys are on your 11th day. You set up camp. You go about your routine of talk, eat, sleep, wake up, eat, head on the path. And on this 12th day, you can see off in the distance the town, because you are on a hill. Technically the 14th day. This is the 12th day of travel. Or 13th day, my bad. On the 13th day you see it, the technically 14th day that you're traveling. So, do you intend to set up camps, because you're going to get there at night? Do you want to sleep out here and then go the last, 4 hours to town? Or do you just want to plow through the 4 hours of night and get to town?
I'd be okay with setting up camp personally. I'd rather come go into a town especially that doesn't know us during the day personally.
Can we just ride into town and yell the British are coming?
Well, the first problem would be there's no British.
But
'Cause
then
that
I
would
threw
need
the
a
tea into the
Brit.
harbor. We'll find a way.
Oh, did I say British? I meant the elves. The elves are coming.
That could work. In all seriousness though, all in favor of staying? I heard one.
Aye.
I mean, I don't see a reason to go into the
I
city if we have nothing to do in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I'm for staying as well, so.
Alright, so you guys set up camp, about 4 hours, trek outside of the city. It's already nightfall, so you're already pretty well wiped. You had a pretty long day because you really tried to do that end push, but tiredness just got the best of you. But when all is said and done, you guys wake up in the morning and you pack up and you head into town.
Before we go in, I will look over to Vina and suggest that possibly you should put on her robe, seeing that we're going into a new town. Or a cloak.
I put your guys' griffin, I mean horse, at the entrance of the city. Please put you in a spot next to the horse for how you would be traveling inward. And then you can have your character interaction. It's the dwarf. It's the dwarf. It's the horse god.
The horse god.
I thought I had grabbed a horse model. I couldn't remember what the hell it was though, and apparently it's Ganondorf's. What color was our horse?
Amazing.
We have
4A, 4A, 4A.
It's brown. It's a brown horse.
Is that a ball for anyone?
Yeah, it's a ball for me.
For me as well.
Yep.
If you want to put down its
Like horse.
name, its name was Alphonse.
Yeah, the horse. I named the horse Alphonse. It's PH.
Probably neutral.
No, it's
Really, Jared?
PH. Not Alpha.
God damn it, Jared.
And then, so you guys are aware, the brown lines in between the four boards here is one space, denoted by the fact that we have these pathway squares on it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're only
so-
one
so-
thick.
As we approach the town, I will put on my robe and put my wings inside it, and I'll look over to Avena and suggest that she should probably cover. Vina, seeing
Hey.
so familiar with either one of our races, we probably should cover up.
I don't see what that has to do with anything. I mean, they're probably not going to be hostile to our races.
It is better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah,
You know I'm actually legitimately looking out for you, right, dude?
I know.
Okay.
Demois, are you trying to just be suggestive, or do you want to do a diplomacy roll to try and convince her?
Seeing that I don't know what we're getting into, I guess if Tate is really resistive, I could do a roll. I'll be suggestive at first.
Well, it's gonna
So-
be a no on my end.
Avina goes, I think it'll be fine, Tate.
Yeah, because I think it'll be fine. I mean, they never met me back at the main city, and they're all fine with me now. I mean, I only get looks every now and again.
You never
Okay.
put the damn thing on anyway.
I'll go ahead and do the roll then. Okay.
Alright. Do the roll, but then along with the roll, say something. Well, first do your roll. First do your roll.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Tate, roll a sense motive.
I mean, I get a decent diplomacy, but I don't think it's gonna matter that much when we get the title here.
What's your sense motive, Tate? And what's your diplomacy there,
I
Demois?
don't have one.
So you're a
It's
straight 8, Tate?
14.
Yep.
Well, what, Tate, what's your
He's got a
Set-
10.
your wisdom oh,
Yeah.
a 10? You have a 10 wisdom? Damn.
He's got plus
Um,
2. So he's got 10 on his roll.
Oh wait, duh, I've got cheat sheets in front of me. I know exactly what your stats are.
Just in
Yeah,
case, too.
so I got 14 for my
It's on the
diplomacy.
board.
14 versus 8. Although you only rolled a 4, you convinced her.
I got
So
a
you can
plus
say
2
something that would be
diplomacy.
convincing for needing to put on a robe.
Alright,
Or a hood,
Um,
I guess.
Avina, the town may not be all that akin to, straight up.
Akin to Foxkin.
I was gonna say akin to a blatant display of skin. I
Of
really,
beauty.
I really think that you should put your rope on.
Or now you just want to make me take all the ropes off. No, I did not say that in character. At all.
Based on the rolls, Tate, and
I know. I know.
what
She
the
puts
Moises
on the
or
heavy
what
coat.
Samuel
'Cause the only thing she's
Samael
got.
is saying, you think to yourself, you know what? He's right. These people, they might be freaked out by me. I think I'll ease my way into.
She
making
didn't
them
really
like
care
me.
at all when they first met.
Huh?
She didn't care at all when we got to the main city.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said your personality would be, her reasoning would be, I should try to ease this town into liking me, versus force like the last one.
I
There's
figured
there's
they
a
could deal
reason.
with me.
There
But
there's
I have
a
to put on
reason.
the thingy.
There's more. There is a reason why I'm doing this today. Yeah, there's a model there now.
Well, she's got the heavy coat on anyway.
Doesn't she have a cloak?
I
The heavy
thought
cloak.
I thought she just was going around and basically nothing. So that was
Oh,
my
she's
Studded
been-
leather.
She's been going around in almost nothing to a degree.
Yeah, basically it's more so
Like leather armor and basic clothing, I think.
Studded leather, basic elven clothing, yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
So not
Okay.
necessarily nothing, but being that she has a
I
tail
mean,
and fur.
Basic elven clothing is pretty good.
But basically
Very
just
soft on
like
the fur.
to use like a quote unquote full cloak is more so what I was
Yeah. I
More
have one of those.
suggesting.
It's the most
Yeah.
heavy one.
Anyway, that's what she put
You
on.
don't-
She put on
Okay.
a heavy cloak. All right. So, just to clarify, then, Demois, you're well, hang on, Tate. You have the cloak on. Do you have the hood up?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Demois, you
Yes.
said you put your wings inside of your cloak.
I mean I can fold them, so yeah. Well, somewhat.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Tate,
Basically, it's covered as much as
Yeah.
the cloak can.
right. You, if you want your character to have some sort of I don't want to say retaliation, but retaliation. You could point out that he might want to act like he's a little hunched over because you notice the lumps on his back. Because they're not small. They're wings to lift a person. Like, they're not chicken wings.
Could just be weapons, you never know.
It could be. I'm just saying, if you want your character to have a retort, I'm giving you that chance.
Nah, she ain't sassy.
Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can do transform self if
I know.
Even better,
becomes
than
an
a
issue.
sassy bitch to the succubus, though.
If she retorted, I would have just transformed myself, but I can't transform others, so.
Right. No, that's fine. I'm just making sure. I'm just giving a chance. Okay. So you guys enter the city. As you approach the front of town, what you can see as you look down the street is next to you is an obvious random traveling trader with a bunch of random crap. Hence why I named it on the table Random Crap Trader. This gentleman is a halfling. As you look down a little further, you see a small house with a stable where you could keep your horse, theoretically. An inn, a blacksmith, some other buildings, and at the far end of the street is a church. Across from the stable is what appears to be a small market. Essentially, it's just where a couple of people in town trade with people that are traveling between, say, Darnitch and another place.
Well, this place is much smaller. It's more like back home, wouldn't you say, Porthos?
Sorry about that. And then there is a nice little spot if you do not want to pay the money to stay at the inn. To your immediate left with those boulders that you could probably set up some tents and sleep in if you didn't want to pay money to the inn. Also, I had to pause for a minute because the computer fucking popped up that there's a goddamn Windows update, and it was like, hey, do you want to restart? And I was like, no, not really.
Yeah, mine's been doing that all week.
Oh, I'll do it right after a game. I just, not right now.
Yeah.
So, people tell me what they want to do. There's shops you can go to. There's people you can talk to. I mean, do you even remember why you had to come here?
To ask about ruin, right?
About what?
The ruins? Isn't that what we're
The
doing?
ruins? No. The ruins was a totally separate thing.
Okay.
You guys were coming here because there was a mission from Gnome to come here and solve an issue.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess...
But it did not say what the issue was.
I guess I will... Are town halls a thing in this time period?
There is a town mayor, but that's about as much as you're going to get. This is a small town. It's a town of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buildings.
Alright.
And of the buildings, only a couple of them are actually housings.
I guess I will...
Or not housings.
I guess I will look for a church in the town and talk to the local priest to see if he could point me into the right direction to the issue. Because most small towns, the priest knows everyone inside the town.
Okay. What does other people do? I'll go around the table. Cal, where would you like to go?
I would like to go here.
You're just gonna hang out outside the city?
Crazy move, isn't it?
It's totally up to you. I don't care. All right. So, are you gonna keep
Last
the
time
horse?
he wandered into town, he killed everyone.
Yeah. Are you just gonna keep the horse with you?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Lamb, where would you like to go?
I'm going over here.
You're gonna look at the blacksmith's showroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Tate,
Yes.
move yourself, please.
Get out of the
Go
goddamn
first,
way.
go. Who's hiding Perthros?
No one's hiding Perthros. Perthros is at the blacksmith. You're like right next to him, Tate.
I saw.
All right. Jared, go ahead and move yourself.
I landed leaning towards Perthros. Apparently.
All right. Noah, go ahead and move yourself. Are you really going to go on top of the building?
No, it was the angle causing me to fall there.
Oh, no. I think you should go on top of the building.
All right. In that case, we'll put the horsey right there. Okay. So based on travel time, we'll start with Jared. Jared? You walk up to this halfling, I assume? Or do you just walk past him and look at his stuff?
I walk mostly up to him and then kind of look past him just to kind of observe his wares.
What kind of voice should I give this guy? Well, hi there. How can I help you?
Commence the jingling, y'all.
That's all I can think of.
You wouldn't happen to have anything like clay or soft wax?
Well, perhaps. How much you looking for?
I don't know, a small container, like palm size, kind of.
He goes over and rummages through some stuff, brings over 3 different vials, or jars, and goes, you're in luck. I actually have, right here, some non-scented candle wax, some scented candle wax, and then this harder wax that someone told me can be used to mold.
It is for a crafts project, so maybe the harder wax. Is there like a small box container that I can put it in?
He goes about rummaging through his shit, and I'm going to real quickly bring up the actual price.
While you do that, use the bathroom real quick. I'll be last anyway, so I'll be right back.
All right. Uh, he finds a box and brings it over to you and goes, I think this will do? Anyway, this is enough for 2 uses. So that's gonna be, carry the 27 gold?
Can we make that a rounder 25?
He stares you up and down. You know what? For you, I think I can. How about a flat 20?
Okay. And I pull out the 20 gold.
And I'm back.
Alright, you give him the 20 gold. He gives you the 2 uses of blank key or whatever mold and the box that you could use to put that inside of to make the mold.
Pleasure doing business with you.
He just gives you a smile and goes, of course! Can you roll me a listen real quick? If it's over 5, you make it.
Actually, it probably already is because I think I have at least a 4.
Okay. You totally hear him say under his breath, sucker, it's just stupid wax. You don't need to roll it, you absolutely do know this is absolutely molding clay, or molding wax. He just has no fucking idea. He just doesn't realize it.
Well, he said he got it from someone else, so I'm not entirely surprised.
Right, and the fact that it's 15 gold per and he sold it to you for 20 instead of 30. Clearly not the smartest man.
He is a crap dealer.
Did you just say he's a crack dealer?
Well, you know,
No, that's back at home.
crack is crap, as they say. I
No,
don't know
crack
how the
is
fuck they
whack.
say that. Like a mole? Whack-a-mole?
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do with cokeheads, right? Just beat them ravenously over the head with a hammer.
No, you have them use a hammer on whack-a-mole and you just have them whack all the crack out of their system.
Is that how withdrawal works now? Oh no, I've never done
I don't
drugs.
Anyway, Noah, we'll skip over to you because now you would have reached your destination. Who are you going to exactly?
I'm going to quickly look over the items trader, then head to the potion.
So you're gonna... I'm sorry, what'd you say? You're gonna what?
I'm going to look over the items and the rare items trader, then head to the potion and ingredients trader. Just gonna see if there's anything that catches my eye at the rare items.
Anything in particular that you would be looking for? Like specific item or just a general description like gold or jeweled or cylindrical? Or if it's like the ring of awesome power, which doesn't exist, but as an example. Like anything you want me to work off of or no?
Nothing specific.
He has some roll me an appraise. Oh, actually, first roll me a spot.
That would be 21.
On the spot?
Yep.
Alright, roll me an appraise.
I'm not trained in it, so I don't get the bonus, right? I just get in?
Right, you just get your roll then.
21 again.
Okay. As you glance over and walk by, you notice a very nice looking rug, a cylindrical golden orb, obviously, with some jewels on it, a couple of ornamental eggs, what looks like a very elegant elven dining set that's probably made of silver and probably worth a good chunk. He has a collection of rings and necklaces. You see a really cool looking sword with a lot of jewels and other stuff on it, but with that appraisal check, you're almost positive that sword is ornamental and it is not meant to be actually used in combat. And that's all that you really see that's shiny and sticking out to you.
I'm gonna walk up to him and ask, what's special about that rug over there?
He looks at the on display rug and he goes, "Ah, that one. It's actually quite the tale. You'd be surprised how I came across it. But legend says that rug there was once the rug in front of the bed of the first human king. That is the rug that has, let's say, ensured royalty continued inside of that castle. And to the untrained eye, it is still a very nice rug and masterfully crafted. But to anyone that actually knows its true value, who knows its true story, it's near priceless."
Totally masterfully crafted.
Is there a tag on it at all?
No, items don't have
It
tags on
reads "Made in China."
Fragile. It must be Italian.
How much would it take to have you part with said rug?
Oh, hang on.
We all heard Homewood laughing at you, Noah.
Yeah, we did.
Well, a rug like that, it's gonna be a pretty hard thing to part with, but I'd say, considering it is just a rug, but the story behind it, 100 gold?
Let's say 50, because I intend to make my own story with that rug. Maybe I'll bring it back one day for you to sell again.
He takes a long minute looking at you. He looks at the rug. He gently puts a hand on the rug. You hear him go, "All right, you're really pulling my leg with a 50 with all I've had to do to get this. But I think it's about time that this bad boy gets sold." He turns back to you or he rolls up the rug first, and then he turns over to you, holding the rug, expecting for the exchange.
And I'll pay him.
I bet you tomorrow the exact same rug is put out. the exact same story.
All right, you give him a 50 gold. He hands you this very elegant rug. Put down that it is the size of... What would it be, like... Oh, the size of a king-size bed. Yeah, no, about the size of a king-size bed. It is one that you would place down in the place of, say, like modern day, how we have carpet. This is a rug. It's not just a little floor mat in front of a bathroom.
So, about the size of like a large shag rug, then?
Kinda. It's the size of a king-size bed. You could easily
Yeah.
put it down inside of one of your bedrooms and fill up most of the empty space in a room.
Yeah. Some larger shag rugs are almost take up an entire room.
That's going in the bag of holding.
Do you put it in the bag of holding in front of him?
Yes.
His mouth drops as he watches you just shove an entire rug into a bag.
What? I told you I was going to make a story with it. I have my own means.
He's just flabbergasted. He's not saying anything. He's just in awe.
Just be glad we haven't put the bag of holding in his ass yet. Then it really would have been a jaw dropper.
Yeah. Keep in mind, as I had said, magic is not big in the world, and magical races are not necessarily big in the world. You guys were just in the city where it was.
That's the reason why I'm trying to make sure that me and Avina stay concealed.
So, with that, where do you go then?
Going to head to the potion cellar.
Okay, so before we get to you there,
Get ahead of my
this would be
stomach
about the
potion.
time in which we will then swap over to Perthros and Avina. Lamb, I assume you walked a bit of a ways ahead of Avina, and she caught up to you. But you
I would
guys
assume
walk
so.
over. What was that?
I would assume so.
And just takes off, and Perthos takes off with a dead sprint. Leave me alone!
Alright, you guys walk over, and there is a gentleman there. And currently he is... Oh, we'll say he's just grinding away at a sword, obviously to make it a bit sharper.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, sir.
Let me read about him real quick.
Take time.
He's a human, so you're aware.
Oh, he's gonna see me as an elf. Gotcha. Because of weird racial shit.
Anyway,
Well, elves see
he
you
turns
as
to you.
human and humans see you
Hello
as
there,
elves.
laddie. What can I help you out with?
I could not hear what either of you just said.
Sorry about that, Marcus. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's alright. He turns to you and he goes, hello there, lad. How can I help you out?
Greetings, sir. I was wondering if I might be able to get a sickle and a pickaxe from you.
Sickle and a pickaxe. Well, I have a pickaxe, but I'm gonna have to check and see if I've ever made a sickle before. That's the, half circle thing, right?
Yeah, it's usually used for cutting wheat.
Right. He looks along his wares. He yells out, Elva! And a... A young half-elf comes up to him. You would say she appears to not quite be in her young adult phase, but she's not a child. She's mid-teens, probably about 16 to 17.
Mm-hmm.
She runs up. Yes, father. Can you go inside and see if we might have a sickle with the rest of the stored wares? Of course. And she goes on top of the house and dances. No, she goes inside for a minute and then comes back out with 3 sickles and hands them to him. He goes, thank you. You can go back to your chores now. And she nods her head and runs on off. He's looking at her like a proud father, and then after a brief second, turns back to you and goes, all right, so it appears I do have a sickle.
Alright, well, that's fantastic. Can I inspect them real quick, just see if any of them are especially, like, unusual? Or are they all just basically the same?
It takes you not but a second to realize they are just your basic, everyday sickle. You would assume he made them. And then you would probably assume to yourself, most, if not every, weapon here he's made. He may not be a master craftsman, or he might be, but he is definitely very skilled at being a blacksmith.
Well, I mean, I'm more just asking because, like, if there's one that's especially different, I would ask about it.
Right, and the answer's no.
Yeah. Alright. Could I get one of the picks and one of the sickles? If you could.
Of course, let me just real quickly figure out the price on here. Something I should have had open from the get-go.
The pick is 8, the sickle is 6, I believe.
Unless you want to go by 5e rules of a miner's pick, because it's not meant for combat in that version where it costs 2.
I think I'm just going crazy. I can't find it.
No, the heavy and light pick is actually designed for combat. It actually mentions a miner's pick.
Oh, I found it. Light pick is what you're looking for?
Heavy.
Heavy pick?
Yeah.
Alright, that's 8.
Yep.
So, what, 8 and 6 then?
Yeah, that's the base for the 2.
Alright, he picks them both up and goes, would you need any kind of carrying apparatus for these, or do you have that handled?
For the scythe, yes. Or for the sickle, rather, yes. For the pick, I don't think so.
Alright. And what about any kind of metal shine or a grinding stone?
I should be fine without either of those.
Alright. In that case, this carrying case can be free of charge. And your total is going to be 14 gold.
I will pay him 1750 because I'm strangely generous.
1750, so 17
Gold, 50
and
silver.
50 silver.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay.
So proud of you, Marcus.
He's obviously flabbergasted to a degree. He goes, "Thank you, sir."
Don't worry about it. I've started to come to appreciate good craft.
Well, what can I say? I've been the only blacksmith here for years, and I've had to practice my skill, especially ever since the old blacksmith building burned down.
Oh, was that lightning storm or was that something else?
A part of my youth, back. Well, you saw my daughter there. Back right before I adopted her, the young me was very reckless and I burnt down my building. But thanks to her, ever since I've adopted her, I learned to be much more mature.
Yeah, kids will do that to you, I suppose. I've had similar stories before. Well, looking at Vina, it's just like, well, yeah. Weird things happened.
He's not quite sure what you're saying. And then he starts to stare a little bit more intently at Avina to try and see what might be under the hood. Do either of you react?
No,
Well, I
not really.
turned around. I kind of turned around during this conversation. I'm monitoring the city.
Alright, well in that case, if he can't actually see under your hood, he just kind of stares at her for a second and looks back at you and goes, Of course, of course. Are all of you here for a reason?
What was the main city called?
Or not all of you, I guess he only saw two of you. Are the two of you here for a reason?
What was the main city called?
Darnich. Or
We're
Darnach.
we're part of a guild in Darnich, and we were sent here on a job. I don't suppose you know anything about that, but then again, neither do I. Was kind of dragged here.
No, I don't, but I assume perhaps the mayor had sent out word that we had some theft going on and asked for someone to come and help out our guard.
I see. Alright, well, thank you. I'll take it up with him then.
He just gives you a head nod and goes back to work. And with that, we'll head over to Demois. Demois,
Yes.
you approach the church, and out front is a young elven priest.
Hello there. Are you the priest of this church?
He turns and looks and he goes, "Ah, yes, hello. My name is Ratan, and I am a priest of Denier."
Ah, nice to meet you there, Ratan. I am
I might have the wrong deity here.
Okay, it's fine. Still have no idea what my deity's name is, so.
Technically, he never gave you a name.
Exactly. That's why I don't know.
No, I'll keep it. Denier. Sure. Anyway. Go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
It is always good to find a fellow religious person. My name is Samuel. We were sent here on a mission, and I was in hopes that, seeing that you are the local police around here, that you could possibly point me in the right direction. Seeing that most of the time, in small towns like this, the local priest knows mostly everyone inside the town. We were sent from Darnech to help with an issue here in the town. Could you help me? I guess help me either point me in the direction of the mayor or let me know what exactly is going on with inside the town. Either or would be most agreeable.
He gives you a look for a minute and goes, I don't know any reason why you would get called. There was a few thefts, supposedly, but I bet it was just that blacksmith's daughter, that half-elf over there. As far as the mayor, you passed him on the way in, pointing at the mayor's house. I'm assuming he must have contacted you, but I don't know anything about it.
Oh, well, I thought you might have heard something. Thank you for your time, and bless you.
Yes, you have a good day now. And he goes inside the church.
Seems awfully fishy. He seems so fishy. Feels like he's hiding something. Anyway, I suppose at this point I will go where he pointed at the mayor's house.
Alright,
Which
so
was-
while you are on your way to the mayor's house, we'll pop on down to
Where's
Kelb.
Eva? Alva?
Yep.
Okay.
Lamb, did you take yourself down to the horse?
Yeah.
Alright, well, before you
That's-
reach there, then.
That's where I'm heading next.
Yep, before you reach there. Kelb, you're just hanging out with the horse. What does Arid be doing?
Well, while we're waiting for everyone else, I'm actually going to see if I can find a blacksmith and actually challenge them to a crafts off.
I figured with the comments you were sending. After a short little while, you start to walk in towards town, and somewhere on that street, you walk past Perthros. Do either of you say anything to each other?
Yeah, I'm stopping him real quick. I'm gonna take out the heavy pick and hand it to him. This might work a bit better than your axe.
Thanks. Where'd you get it?
Just down the street over there.
Alrighty, to a crafts off.
Alright. Then where does Perthros go? Because the horse is currently unattended.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go stay with the horse.
You guys can try to put it in the stable.
There's a stable?
Yeah, I said there was a stable.
Oh, okay.
I might have been
on
looking at
that.
enchanting stuff.
It's that first building.
That one or that one?
Building, not tent.
Hover over it for a second.
Oh.
Small house and stable.
You should hover over this one.
So I assume you're going to go take the horse to take it over there, and while you do that, Arim is on his way, way too far, to the blacksmith. And while he is on his way to the blacksmith, we'll pop on over to Noah then. Noah, what is Tucson doing?
He's going to ask the potion seller if they have any unique brews.
Okay. And also, since I assume Jared is going over there because he put himself over there, Jared, where is Zephyr going? He sees
The moment he's just kind of sitting in a courtyard near these two shops. I'm sitting away from the shops, just kind of. Actually, I probably just leaning up against this wall.
just examining the interaction between Tucson and the potions guy. Okay.
Lan, where did your piece go?
Nowhere. Don't worry about it. Perthros walked away while you weren't paying attention. Damn it.